Good morning, and it's Friday morning, and we're out again for another couple of Munros. Well, I am doing Ben Louie, which is up there. Weather wasn't supposed to be very good for Friday, but I checked it yesterday when I got back, and it's actually improved. Checked it again this morning, and it was supposed to be sunny about getting sunny about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but that's moved back to about 4 o'clock now. But still supposed to be clear tops, which they are. Yesterday morning you could see the clouds on top of the mountains. So yeah, we've got clear tops here. So yeah, be a good day to do it. And yet again, I've been warned about the boggy section up through the forest, which is extremely boggy. So I got the sealskin socks on today, and my boots are still slightly, well, they're still quite damp from yesterday. So yeah, so yeah, and we also have a river crossing as well, which I don't know how deep that is, but I think if you haven't had a lot of rain, you can actually see the stones to get across there. So but I'll bring you back when we get to that point anyway. I think we do that quite early because the river's just over there. So yeah, right, so let's get going, and I'll come back to you in a bit. So here we are at the river crossing. Doesn't look too bad. You can see if there was a lot of rain or the river was in spate, it would be a bit more difficult to get across there, but I think you can get on stones most of the way across there. So yeah, so let's go. I'll come back to you in a bit. There's another, there's a split in the path here, another coming across the river here. There are footprints going up there, there's a bit of a path down up there, but you come across the river, come through this gate, it's a bit boggy. Yeah, and then head up through there, into the forest. Right, as you come through this gate, be very careful. That is yes, deep. There's a couple of stones, rocks there, but just yeah, even here is very soft. But yes, you don't want to be stepping in there. So a word of warning for you. Right, let's go. So you just come across this bridge here, nice little waterfall here. So you just come across this bridge here, and then the path just heads up here through the forest, which is supposedly the boggy bit. So yeah, see what it's like. I'll make you in a bit. There have been sections of this walk which are particularly boggy, but you can generally get around it. Just coming up the side there's a path which is really muddy, but people have come up the grass beside the burn here. So yeah, and then just come across this bit, and then doesn't look too bad for a little bit. So let's carry on. Oh, yes, I believe that is it. We are through the forest, the boggy bit. This last little tricky section, got some wood laying down here, which is handy to get across, but yeah, it is very boggy. But I wouldn't say it was much worse than yesterday, but yeah, still boggy. So right, but from the videos I've seen, as you come out of the forest, that's it, that's the boggy section over, and this is the mountains in front of us. So last little I'll give it a go. There we go. So yeah. Hold on. Yep. And then we just follow the path up here. And this doesn't look anywhere near as boggy, so yeah, I think that's the worst of it over with for now. Obviously we've got to go back down there, which, as somebody commented yesterday, going down is worse than coming up because you're more likely to slip and slide, and so that'll be something to look forward to. So at least we'll be able to wash the boots off in the river crossing when we go across it. So right, let's carry on. I'll come back to you in a bit. Oh, so I just took one of my unplanned detours again. Don't know how I managed to do it, but yeah, back on the path now. But literally, there was a path that came around here, and I thought this isn't right. Looked at the watch, looked at the phone. I thought, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. So I've had to come up here, which is a bit of a slog. And yeah, we sort of head round. I guess we head round here and head up there somewhere. I can't see where the path goes exactly, but yeah, so top's clagged in a bit now. A bit of a nuisance, but great views looking down. Ben Crucken over there, Ben Hockhill, Ben Yannick. Yeah. So let's carry on and come back to you a bit further. Right, so it wasn't exactly clear which way to go. There was a path, went round there, and then checking the map, I should make my way to this path here, which takes you up here. So, which is up towards the top, so it must be the right way. That one was skirting around the bottom of it, so yeah. It just started raining a little bit as well. It's not heavy or anything, so yeah, got the waterproofs just in case. But right, let's carry on. Yep, so we're in the clag. It looks like we come to the scrambly bit up here. We're currently at 1,048 metres, so we've got about 80 metres to go. So yeah, just up here. So yeah, it's proper claggy all the way around. So, oh well. Right, let's get up here. Come back to you in a bit. So you come to this bit here, but you don't have to climb up there. There's a bit that skirts around here, but a bit of a drop down the side there. It's not very wide, bit of rock overhanging there as well. So yeah, let's go around there. And here we are at the top of Ben Louie, 1,130 metres, and great views everywhere. Yeah, that was a bit annoying. It wasn't forecast for cloudy tops, and they were clear as we was coming up this morning. It looked lovely. Obviously cloudy, but yeah, clear tops everywhere. So I might just sit down for 5 minutes. Yeah, sit down for 5 minutes, have a quick bar or something, and just see if anything happens, see whether it blows over or not. I don't know. It looks pretty thick, but who can tell? I've got all day, so right. Let's come back to you in a bit. Right, so I've been sat here for about 10 minutes and it doesn't look like it's going to clear, so just going to head off to the second Munro now. So we just head that way and chuck a right somewhere along the ridge to the next one, so come back to you in a bit. So we're at 956 metres, got a bit of a view here. Literally as I was coming off the top, got to the cairn and turned right and got down about, I don't know, 40 metres or so, and it sort of cleared a little bit, and I was like, oh, so I stood there for a few minutes and it kept teasing that it was going to clear, and there was a big bank of cloud coming in, so I was tempted to go back up, but I think it was the right decision. It's not it will be clear sometime today. I reckon this afternoon, maybe by the time we get to the second Munro, it'll be clear. So we'll get a good view across to it, hopefully. So let's carry on. I'll come back to you in a bit. Oh, so it's quite a big descent down from there. I'm currently at 769 metres down from 1130. And then the second Monro is up there, which is 916. So we've got about 150 metres to go up there. Okay, come back to you in a bit. So this is me on the second Monro, Ben Louie, 916 metres. There's another little cairn behind me, but it shows this one as the top, so I'll probably just wander over there anyway. Probably be a nice view down the glen. So yeah, and there's looking back at Ben Louie, which I think would still be in the Clag. I think that's not the summit up there. I think it's just a bit further back, but yeah, a cloud coming around the side of the mountain there. We've got some views on this one, which is good. Views looking down to the 4 Munros that I did earlier on in the week. Yeah, so I love this, where the cloud just meanders over the top of the hills and mountains. Magical. Some peaks on show over there. I won't try and name them, but yeah. So yeah, just gonna have a quick drink now. A bit thirsty. Haven't been drinking enough on these walks, so yeah. And what's the time? Let's have a look at the time. So it is 1:45. I've been walking for 3 hours and 47 minutes. So yeah, good time. And then we just make our way back down the way we came up, and then we go down into the glen again, down to the dreaded bog fest of the forest. Something to look forward to. So right, I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, so that's me just back down to the gate before heading down through the bog again. Oh, joy. So yeah, it was good that. It's like the top of the second Monro is in the Clag now. Yeah, Ben Louie, don't know, but there we go. So right, let's try and get down this bog fest and back to the van. If I fall over or anything, you'll be the first to know. Right, so that's me back down at the bridge, and no real dramas, relatively clean. So yeah, good result. Just don't forget about the puddle before the gate as I go through. Yeah, yeah, impressive looking waterfall. Okay, so that's me back at the car park now. Good walk, 7.67 miles. 5 hours 48 minutes and 1136 meters of ascent. So yeah, a good walk. The weather didn't quite turn out as was forecast, but there we go. Got a view on the second Monro. First one clagged in, so hung about for a little bit hoping it would clear. It sort of teased a little bit, but yeah, it didn't actually clear. So yeah, but another 2 Munros done, so that's 8 Munros in 4 days. Quite tempted to do another 2 tomorrow, but I'm actually meeting up with some of the other guys for we're having a bothy we're having a bothy get together. So Donnie I haven't met before, everybody else I know, but haven't seen him for a little while. But yeah, so to be sociable, I shall go along to that, and then on Sunday I've got to head home because I've got something very important on Monday that I have to be back for. So yeah, unfortunately that will be the end of the trip. No more Munros for this trip. Yeah, I might do something tomorrow at the bothy, but we'll see what it's like. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video and this whole trip, and you've followed along and enjoyed the journey, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.